All right, the teams are coming out for set number 2 in this red versus white scrimmage. Team Red took the opening set, 25-22, and they bring out setter Kevin Calling, along with Oppo Nathan DeGraff. Outside hitters will be John Davis and Jared Phelan. Middle attackers Michael Sack and Wesley Yusk. Libero will be Connor Keating. You see him there on the left in his all white. On the right, you have your white team. Tyler Morgan will start out setting. Liam Buck is your opposite. Carson Steinbach will come in and set back row. Tyler will set front row in this scrimmage game. Max Rocky and Cole Schweitzer, outside hitters. Tyler Simpson along with Sean Baggs as your middles, and Ryan Collins, a 6-foot libero from Dublin, California, will be in the red jersey on the right. Looks like the red team has the first serve. They will go back with Jared Phelan, serving sub extraordinaire. Morgan back sets to Liam Buck. And Liam Buck, first swing, first kill for Liam Buck. White takes a quick 1-0 lead. And Michael Sack goes back to the service line, bringing in Sean Baggs, the 6'7" freshman out of Gilbert, Arizona. Baggs back in the front. He'll be on Rocky on his left, Tyler Morgan on his right. Passed up by Keating. Calling platform set to Phelan. Phelan tips it over. That one's dug up by Buck. Back row attack by Cole Schweitzer. And Schweitzer up in the air high and deflects it off the top of the block and out. Schweitzer, a good first swing from the 6'4" freshman from Middleton, Wisconsin. Schweitzer looking good to start, giving White a quick 2-0 lead. Sack back to the service line. Nacho, up ref, beckons for serve. This one's passed up by Davis. Calling, sets Davis. Davis pass to attack. A little bit of a touch off the top of the block. Tyler Morgan got a little finger on that. And with that, the red team gets their first sight out of the game and goes back to the service line, trailing 1-2. Serving will be, that's Wesley Yusk coming in to serve, and Tyler Morgan with a sneaky dump. Tyler Morgan, a 6'7" sophomore from Dike, Iowa, dumps the ball down, and Lewis White team now does setter for setter swap. This would be an illegal play in college because they're going to be doing this a whole set, but for now they're going to allow this setter for setter swap to happen. Carson Steinbach, the 6'1" setter out of Pennsylvania, goes back to serve and sends that ball just a bit long. Red team takes the side out, now trailing 2-3, and back to the service line goes 6'8" senior, 3-time All-American captain Kevin Calling. Calling back to serve. He'll be serving to the trio of Rocky, Collins, and Schweitzer. This one passed up by Schweitzer. Steinbach set outside to Liam Buck, who's our oppo, but playing on the left, and Liam Buck, that's 2 swings and 2 kills. Liam Buck, the 6'6", heavy-armed sophomore. Might be a redshirt sophomore from Pennsylvania. Rocky back to serve. That puts Cole Schweitzer in the front row, passed up by Keating, overpass, and taken care of by, once again, everybody's favorite number 14, Liam Buck. Buck with another smash, 3 attempts, 3 kills. Liam Buck batting 1,000 here on this second set of the red-white scrimmage, pushing the white team to a 5-2 lead. Rocky back to serve again. There's the toss. Puts that one off the platform of Davis. Calling, going back to Davis. Davis, a little bit of off-speed roll shot over the block and in. John Davis mixing up his shot selection there. Nice job out of the 6'5" junior John Davis from Naperville, Illinois, just up the street. And with that kill, John Davis earns the right to go back and rise from your grave as he approaches the service line. Nacho beckons for call. Davis with a very interesting serving routine. Passed up. Carson Steinbach back set to Liam Buck. Buck off the platform. Red team able to handle it, but the white's going to get a free ball out of this. Collins, Steinbach outside. Cole Schweitzer, another kill off the block. Schweitzer using the oppo, Nathan DeGraff's outside hand for the kill, and Schweitzer gives white team a side out and a 6-3 lead, sending Sean Baggs, the 6'7" freshman, back to serve. The Gilbert, Arizona product, pushes Michael Sack into the front row. There's Baggs. Ace serve for Sean Baggs, quieting the red team. Red team is known for quite a bit of chatter over there, and Sean Baggs quiets them down. Baggs going back to serve again, now with a 4-point lead, leading 7-3. There's the serve. This one's passed up by Phelan. Nathan DeGraff, deep corner shot, finds the dome of Max Rocky. Rocky couldn't get out of the way fast enough. That ball might have been in anyway. Nonetheless, Nathan DeGraff makes up for the blocking error with a swing off of the dome of sophomore Max Rocky. Might have been his shoulder, folks, but either way, Rocky got used by Nathan DeGraff. Red team trails 4-7. Back to serve is going to be senior 6'8" middle Antonio Rodriguez. Buck just has to send it over. Rocky saves it. Collins is going to send this one over here. Davis calling middle attack for Antonio Rodriguez, and that ball finds the court. Red team scores point number 5. Looks like for the red team, I might have had a little bit of a different lineup there. I think I had Michael Sack starting along with Wesley, but it looks like Antonio is in here now. So Antonio Elias, the 6'8" senior from Puerto Rico, BPR, as he's known to by his friends and teammates. BPR goes back to serve, trailing 4-7. This one's passed up by Collins. Steinbach, outside swing to Cole Schweitzer, and Cole Schweitzer and Liam Buck, both 3 kills on the set so far. Steinbach is out and Tyler Morgan is in. So Steinbach, a 6'1" setter, going to set out of the back row. Tyler Morgan, your 6'7" setter, is going to set out of the front row. They're going to be sharing setting duties. And with that, our oppo, the one and only, number 14, Liam Buck, going back to serve. Buck having a stellar game so far. I think he has 4 swings and 3 kills. And there's Buck off the platform of Davis, calling sets back to DeGraff. And DeGraff goes OTT over the top of the block. Nathan DeGraff, 2 swings and 2 kills for the 6'7", 6'8" freshman from Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. DeGraff on that kill earns the right to go back to serve, now trailing 6-8. DeGraff with a high toss. DeGraff, but it's out wide. Graff sends it out wide and gives white team point number 9. Schweitzer, the 6'4" freshman from Middleton, Wisconsin, back to serve. Schweitzer with the toss. Passed up by Keating. A little bit of an overpass sent back to the red team. Calling outside to Phelan. Dug up by Collins nicely. Back set to Liam Buck, and Liam Buck uses the block. Liam Buck, 5 swings, 4 kills. He's batting .800 with no errors. Liam Buck having a stellar performance. Back to serve Schweitzer again for his second offering from the service line. There's the toss. Schweitzer drops it in. Davis's platform, and Kevin Calling dumps one of his own. Tyler Morgan had one earlier. Kevin Calling equals the setter dump numbers for the red team. Gives him a point there. Calling, the 6'8" senior from Naperville, Illinois, with a kill. Looks like Davis going to the front row. That sends Phelan back to the service line, so they're full rotation around now. That ball goes to middle, 6'10", Tyler Simpson. He's number 2 in your program. He's out of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Tyler Simpson scores point number 11 for the white team. And with that, Simpson goes back to serve. Nacho beckons for the call. White team leads 11-7. Simpson with the toss. There's the serve, passed up by Connor Keating. Cullen goes out and grabs it. Outside set to Davis, dug up by Tyler Simpson. Outside swing by Rocky. That one finds the platform of the red team, and Davis goes over the top, but that's dug up by Schweitzer. This is a back row attack by Schweitzer, who sends it just a bit wide, and Schweitzer proving that he is human. Schweitzer, 1 hitting error on 3 kills. 4 swings. He's batting .500 according to your kill efficiency. Red team takes 8-11. They trail now by 3. Going back to serve is going to be Wesley Yusk, the 6'7" redshirt freshman Wesley Yusk is out of Castleberry, Florida. He puts that one into the net, giving White point number 12, sending Steinbach back to serve. So Steinbach, Tyler Morgan swap going on there, sending in Wesley Yusk to the front row. Wesley Yusk hitting a cool 800 here in the early parts of set number 2. Steinbach sends that serve long and gives Red point number 9. So they'll go back to serve with 6'8" senior Kevin Calling pushing Nathan DeGraff into the front row. He's from Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania, the 6'8" freshman. Calling puts it off the platform of Cole Schweitzer and into the net. So Schweitzer got aced by Kevin Calling. Calling now cuts the deficit to 2, 10-12. Calling back to the line for his second offering. Nacho beckons for serve. Calling finds the platform of Schweitzer again. Calling abusing the freshman Schweitzer. Calling ace number 2 in a row. Schweitzer getting a little pumped up from his teammates there. Gets a high five from Coach Kirsch. Schweitzer back in the game there at passing. And this one, Calling sends long. So Calling with 2 aces and a missed service error there. Cut the deficit to 1, 11-12. But that last miss pushed the White team ahead 13-11. And with that, Rocky goes back to serve. 6'4" Cole Schweitzer into the front row. There's Rocky's serve. That ball goes out just a bit long. Red team takes point number 12. And with that, the deficit is just 1. Red team sending John Davis, the 6'5" junior from Naperville, Illinois, back to serve. Nacho beckons for serve. Davis tosses the ball, but back and forth. Slaps it. Bounces it. Tosses it. Davis off the platform of Collins. Steinbach back set to Liam Buck. Buck has to just send it over. Calling out to Phelan. Phelan blocked back. Davis sets DeGraff on the right on 2. And Lewis sniffs that one out. And Rocky and Baggs, I believe that was a blocking combo of Rocky and Baggs. No, Schweitzer and Baggs on the side there blocking for point number 14. So side out there pushes White to a 2-point lead. Schweitzer with a nice block at the net. That's bringing in Liam Buck to the front row. And is that Steinbach back to serve? Nope, Baggs back to serve. Baggs back to serve. Simpson's now your front row setter. Pass to attack for Phelan. And Phelan, tough ball to pass there, kind of was down. Calling sets him anyway. Phelan can't quite get his feet to the ball, and the block was waiting for him patiently. And with that, point number 15, and Red team calls a timeout. All right, we are back from timeout. Red team trailing 12-15. White team got a side out and a point on Baggs' serve. Baggs serves again. This one's an overpass. White's going to be in system. There's a back row attack to Rocky dug up. Calling sets Phelan. Rocky digs that up. Steinbach sets middle Simpson, and that ball is dug out. Tyler Simpson playing a nice game here. Nice job at the service line, and there, his second kill of the match. Tyler Simpson, second kill of the set, pushes White to a 16-12 lead. That's a 4-point lead, folks. That's as big as it's been all set. Baggs back to serve for his third offering from the service line. This one sends just a bit long. Red team scores point number 13, so trailing 13-19. Looks like back to the service line is going to be Michael Sack. So here is Sack at the service line. Maybe they're doing a 3 middle rotation. But that ball is just pushed over by Schweitzer. Calling. Back set to Nathan DeGraff. And DeGraff again over the top. Nathan DeGraff rising above the block. The 6'8" freshman from Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. Over the top of the block and down. DeGraff having a nice game so far. Red team trails by 2, 14-16. There's Sack's service offering. That one goes in the net. And White team takes point number 17. So they lead by 3, 17-14. Setter for setter swap on the right. Steinbach out. Tyler Morgan in. I believe in U.S. international rules volleyball that men's play, you can only enter the game once. So if Morgan started the game, Steinbach could sub in for him, and then Morgan could come back in. But there couldn't be another sub by Steinbach once he came in once. Incredible save by Ryan Collins. White team got it back, and red team, attacked at the net, and Tyler Simpson shut him down. So what a great play. Nico Paula, Max Rocky celebrating like airplanes flying around the court. Collins dug it with one hand over top of the bench. White just sends the ball over, and Simpson sniffing out the quick attack that Red's trying to go with. Nice job by the White team. Point number 18 leads by 4, and back to serve. Liam Buck, everybody's favorite number 14. This ball is just sent over and a little bit long, and the White team scores point number 19. So last 2 servers for the White team so far got a side out and 2 points on serve. That's a nice push by the White team. Now they lead 19-14. That's a 5-point lead. Liam Buck back to serve. So, of course, Tyler Morgan on the right side of the White team. He's your front row setter. Calling sneaks in to set, but Buck serves it in the net. Gives red team a point. That's point number 15. And it looks like DeGraff going back to serve, which is going to push Kevin Calling into the front row. He'll be your 6'8 setter on the left. White team has a 6'7 setter on the right, both front row setters. We'll see if anything happens at the net with the setters. DeGraff passed up by Rocky. Morgan to Buck. Liam Buck playing like King Midas. Anything he touches turns to gold. Liam Buck just having a fantastic set so far. Liam Buck, number 14. He's your 6'6 redshirt sophomore from Baden, Pennsylvania. Liam Buck, the pride of Baden. That sends back to serve. It's going to be Cole Schweitzer. Max Rocky moves to the front row. Schweitzer puts that one into the drink. Gives red team point number 16. So White now leads by 4, 20-16. Looks like going back to serve is going to be... Let me just see who this is. That's Phelan. So Davis is in the front row. Tyler Simpson. Just a bit long. Tyler Simpson gives red point number 17. They cut this deficit to 3. Phelan in the back row. I think Selahowski came into the game now. Selahowski for Davis, swap for the outsides. So Phelan back to serve. Morgan, middle set to Tyler Simpson. Simpson blocked. So Simpson has been delivering for the White team this whole scrimmage long. Red team looks like they decided to sell out and block Simpson 100%. And they sniffed out the White team's offense there, cutting the deficit to 3, 17-20. Phelan passed up by Schweitzer. Outside set to Rocky. That one's off the block and out. And I think I might have had a missed point there. I think the White team now leads 21-18 on that kill. So looks like the 6'8 sophomore redshirt freshman, Isaac Benka from Minnesota, is in to serve. Benka been plagued by a little bit of injuries. He's actually 6'9" from Minneapolis, but Isaac Benka gets his one spot in the spotlight today, ends up serving that ball in the night. But Isaac Benka, it's so good to see him just on the court playing. Redshirted last year. This year he has a broken pinky, just got cleared to play. So Benka, nice job to see him in there. Wesley Yusk with the serve. That one hit out by the White team. So with the side out for 19, that now gives them point number 20, it looks like. So I think according to my score here, the red team just trails by 1, 19-21. 20-21. And with that ace off of the arm of Wesley Yusk, that ties the ball game. So the red team, trailing by as many as 5, now ties it up. And then Nico Paula, number 4, he's your 6'1 libero from Tampa, Florida. He's going to come in and give Cole Schweitzer just a little break in this back row passing rotation. So we're going to have Collins, Paula, and Rocky passing the serve here. See if we can get out of this. Rocky will be a front row attacker. He'll pass to attack. Simpson will be your middle attacker. And Morgan setting, but no need as Yusk drops that one into the drink. And White team now leads 22-21. The White team is doing their setter swap, bringing in Carson Steinbach to serve, and he'll set from the back row. Tyler Morgan takes a seat on the bench. Liam Buck, the 6'6 redshirt sophomore from Baden, Pennsylvania, approaches the front line. Steinbach sends that one even longer than his last two. Steinbach eating tons of Wheaties and spinach this morning. Just too much power for that little ball in the little court. Steinbach going to be tucked in behind Rocky. Rocky over there to pass, along with Paula and Collins. This serve by Calling, passed up by Paula. Back set to Rocky. That ball finds the coffin corner, the back left corner. In a game of sport court, that would have hit probably the back 4 squares back there in the corner. So Rocky gives the white team point number 23. And now leading by 2-1, Rocky back to serve, brings in Cole Schweitzer, the high-flying freshman from Milton, Wisconsin, into the front row. Passed up by by Selahowski. Swing out, and then Schweitzer there delivers that ball off the ground. Schweitzer with a kill for the white team. Schweitzer had a little tough time on his passing there. They subbed him out for Paula, but then Schweitzer comes in and just destroys that ball to give White now their first of what is going to be 2 set points to try to tie this match up at 1 game apiece. Rocky back to serve. Schweitzer on the left. Tyler Morgan on the right. Tyler Simpson in the middle. There's the pass. Overpass. White team's going to be in system. Collins. Back set to Rocky. Just has to tap it over. Calling. Swinging that one to Selahowski. White team having a hard time handling. Schweitzer with a swing. Off the block and out. Touch by the red team. And Cole Schweitzer, the 6'4" freshman from Middleton, Tennessee, finishes out game number 2, 25-22, and ties this match up at 1 apiece. We will take a short break here and come back with set number 3, the all-inclusive rubber match, here with the red-white scrimmage in the Lewis Gymnasium.